As we reach 60 and beyond, many of us often find that we feel more tired or fatigued, and an afternoon nap becomes a go-to solution to get us through the day. There's something comforting and familiar about the idea of a midday rest. However, what if I told you that those seemingly harmless naps could be doing more harm than good? New research is showing the hidden dangers of afternoon naps, particularly for older adults. Doctors have begun revealing some startling truths that challenge the idea of napping as a harmless and beneficial habit for people over 60. While a quick nap may seem like an innocent way to recharge, research is uncovering that these naps, especially those lasting longer than 30 minutes, can actually be linked to some serious health risks, including heart disease, stroke, cognitive decline, and even an increased risk of premature death. Understanding how something so simple could be so harmful requires us to take a closer look at how our bodies change as we age and how sleep patterns can have more impact than we realize. Studies from organizations like the American Academy of Sleep Medicine have raised serious concerns about how afternoon naps interfere with the circadian rhythm, the body's internal clock that regulates when we fall asleep and when we wake up. The problem with long naps lies in their ability to disrupt this natural rhythm. Our bodies are designed to be active during the day and rest at night, and when we take naps too long or too late, we confuse our biological clock, which can lead to long-term problems. When we disrupt the circadian rhythm, it can make it much harder to fall asleep at night, which leaves you feeling groggy the next morning. Worse still, it can lead to sleep disorders, like insomnia, that can affect both your quality of life and your mental health. The JAMA Neurology study, published just a few years ago, found a shocking correlation between long afternoon naps and accelerated cognitive decline. The study revealed that older adults who regularly took long naps, anything longer than 30 minutes, were at a greater risk for cognitive impairments, such as memory loss, poor concentration, and overall mental sluggishness. For many older adults, cognitive decline is a natural part of aging, but studies are now suggesting that afternoon naps might be speeding up this process. Dr. Matthew Walker, a leading sleep expert and author of the best-selling book Why We Sleep, explains that naps longer than 30 minutes disrupt the body's natural sleep cycles and prevent deep restorative sleep that is necessary for brain function and memory consolidation. When you miss out on this deep sleep, you essentially prevent your brain from properly storing memories and repairing itself, which leads to poor cognitive function. This decline in mental sharpness can severely affect daily life, from completing simple tasks to remembering important details. Take, for example, George, a 72-year-old man from Cleveland, Ohio. He had been napping every afternoon for an hour for years, convinced it was the key to staying sharp and recharged. However, as time went on, George started noticing that his memory wasn't as sharp as it used to be. Simple tasks became more difficult to complete, and he was forgetting important appointments. After a doctor's visit and an assessment of his sleep habits, George learned that his frequent long naps were likely the cause of his mental decline. When he switched to shorter 20-minute naps earlier in the afternoon, his energy levels improved, and his memory started to improve as well. His story illustrates a growing trend in older adults. What we once thought of as a harmless daily routine could actually be accelerating cognitive decline. While cognitive issues are certainly alarming, the hidden dangers of long naps go beyond just memory loss. Research has shown that these naps can also affect our physical health, particularly when it comes to heart health. In one study from Harvard Medical School, researchers found a disturbing link between frequent long naps and an increased risk of cardiovascular problems like heart disease and stroke. The study concluded that older adults who took naps longer than 30 minutes every day were at a significantly higher risk for developing heart disease compared to those who didn't nap or who took shorter naps. The mechanism behind this is the disruption in the natural sleep-wake cycle, which raises inflammation levels and increases blood pressure. Both of these factors are known to be major contributors to heart disease. As we age, our heart health becomes more fragile, and introducing factors that raise inflammation or cause blood pressure to spike is a dangerous combination. A key point to understand here is that naps, especially long ones, can have an adverse effect on your body's natural inflammatory responses. When you take a nap that is too long, your body is in a semi-resting state for an extended period, which can exacerbate any existing inflammation. Chronic inflammation is linked to many age-related diseases, including heart disease, arthritis, and even cancer. Inflammation puts unnecessary stress on the body's organs, including the heart, and can accelerate the aging process. This is why doctors and sleep specialists are beginning to warn against the risks of long naps, especially in older adults. Even Susan, a 65-year-old woman from Florida, realized the negative impact of her daily hour-long naps. Despite feeling rested afterward, she noticed that her blood pressure was rising, and she had less energy overall. After consulting with her doctor, Susan reduced the length of her naps and found that her blood pressure began to stabilize and she started feeling more energetic throughout the day. Her story is a reflection of how small changes in sleep habits can lead to significant improvements in heart health and overall well-being. The timing of your nap also plays a crucial role in its effect on your health. Research from Harvard and other institutions suggests that taking a nap too late in the day can severely impact your ability to fall asleep at night. After 3 p.m., the body's natural rhythm starts preparing for rest, and napping at this time can push your body's sleep schedule out of sync. This can make it difficult to get a good night's rest, which is essential for your physical and mental recovery. For older adults, who are already at risk for sleep disorders like insomnia, late naps can make these issues worse. Poor nighttime sleep is associated with a variety of health problems, including weight gain, depression, and weakened immune function. So, what does this all mean? Should we give up naps altogether? Not necessarily. Napping isn't inherently bad. It's about finding the right balance. Naps that are too long or taken at the wrong time of day can have detrimental effects, but short naps of 20 to 30 minutes earlier in the afternoon can help you feel recharged without harming your health. Keeping naps short ensures that you don't disrupt your circadian rhythm and that you still get the restorative sleep your body needs at night. Instead of using naps to make up for poor nighttime sleep, it's essential to focus on improving your overall sleep habits. Maintaining good sleep hygiene, such as limiting caffeine and avoiding electronic devices before bed, can also help you sleep better at night, reducing the need for excessive naps during the day. Napping after 60 may seem harmless, but new research continues to shed light on how long naps could be silently undermining other aspects of your health. As we age, maintaining a healthy metabolism and immune system becomes even more critical. And surprisingly, excessive naps may be playing a role in disrupting both. One area of concern is how long naps may affect your metabolism and weight. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition has shown a connection between long daytime naps and the development of metabolic syndrome, a cluster of conditions including high blood pressure, high blood sugar, excess body fat, and abnormal cholesterol levels. These are key risk factors for heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. The study revealed that people who regularly took long naps, lasting more than 30 minutes, had a higher likelihood of developing these metabolic issues compared to those who either didn't nap or took shorter naps. This is because long naps can lead to prolonged periods of inactivity during the day, making it more difficult for the body to maintain healthy blood sugar levels and regulate weight. The disruption of the natural sleep-wake cycle also interferes with hormones that regulate hunger and fullness, like leptin and ghrelin, leading to overeating or difficulty maintaining a healthy weight. This issue is particularly important for older adults, as maintaining a healthy weight and metabolic function becomes more challenging with age. When we take long naps, especially during the afternoon, we can inadvertently slow down our metabolism and promote weight gain. Take the example of Tom, a 68-year-old man from Arizona who had been taking hour-long naps every day to help with his fatigue. Over time, Tom noticed that he'd been gaining weight despite his regular exercise routine. His doctor explained that his long naps were affecting his metabolic rate and hormonal balance, and suggested reducing the nap length to 20 minutes and ensuring he stayed active during the day. After making these changes, Tom noticed a significant improvement in his energy levels and weight management. This is a real-world example of how the seemingly simple habit of napping can affect your metabolism, making it essential to reconsider how long and when we nap. Furthermore, napping for too long can also have significant effects on the immune system. Studies have shown that excessive sleep during the day can impair immune function, making older adults more susceptible to infections and illnesses. The immune system requires balance and regularity to work effectively, and inconsistent sleep patterns can throw off that balance. Research from the University of California, Berkeley suggests that irregular sleep habits, such as long naps, can reduce the production of important immune cells, leaving you more vulnerable to illness. As we age, our immune systems naturally weaken, making it even more crucial to get proper rest at night, rather than relying on naps to compensate for poor sleep. Moreover, napping too much can affect your emotional health. Chronic sleep disruptions, including the overuse of naps, have been linked to an increased risk of anxiety and depression. Dr. Michael Grandner, an expert on sleep medicine, explains that while napping in moderation can help boost mood and improve alertness, overdoing it can lead to emotional instability. If you nap for too long, your body's natural rhythm is thrown off, and this affects your mood-regulating hormones like serotonin and cortisol. The result is a heightened risk of feeling depressed or anxious, particularly when your overall sleep cycle is disrupted. For older adults who may already be dealing with the challenges of aging, adjusting their sleep habits is crucial to mental and emotional well-being. Take Lynn, a 70-year-old woman from New York, who struggled with feelings of loneliness and sadness. Despite her best efforts to sleep well at night, she relied on long naps in the afternoon to combat the fatigue that came with her busy mornings. Over time, Lynn's long naps became a daily routine, but she began feeling increasingly low and unmotivated. After seeking advice from her healthcare provider, she learned that her afternoon naps were contributing to her feelings of depression, and she was advised to shorten her naps and focus on getting better quality sleep at night. Since then, Lynn has experienced a remarkable improvement in her mood, and she feels more energized throughout the day. Her story demonstrates how something as simple as the timing and length of your nap can play a role in your mental health and emotional balance. In addition to these concerns, there's also the issue of how long naps can affect social interactions and relationships. As we age, maintaining strong social connections becomes even more important. Yet, long naps can leave us feeling disconnected from the world around us. By sleeping during the day, especially for extended periods, we miss opportunities to interact with friends, family, and loved ones. Research has shown that social isolation and loneliness are key factors contributing to declining health in older adults. By limiting the length of naps and focusing on maintaining a healthy sleep schedule, you'll be more alert and present during the day, giving you the energy to engage in social activities and maintain meaningful relationships. This is an important point to remember. Being connected to others is just as crucial for our health as getting enough sleep. Whether it's spending time with family, attending social events, or participating in community activities, staying socially active can help improve mental and emotional health, reduce feelings of isolation, and ultimately contribute to a longer, healthier life. So, if you find yourself regularly taking long naps, it may be a sign to reassess not just your sleep habits, but also how you're staying socially engaged. So, what's the solution? As we discussed in the first part, the ideal nap for someone over 60 should be no longer than 20 to 30 minutes, and it's best taken early in the afternoon to avoid disrupting your circadian rhythm. However, it's also important to look at your broader lifestyle to ensure you're not relying on naps to compensate for poor overall sleep. Regular exercise, maintaining a balanced diet, and ensuring that your nighttime sleep environment is conducive to rest are essential components of good health. Taking steps to improve your nighttime sleep hygiene, like reducing screen time, avoiding caffeine after noon, and sticking to a consistent sleep schedule, can drastically reduce the need for naps. In fact, improving the quality of your nighttime sleep often means you won't need those long afternoon naps, allowing you to feel more refreshed and energized naturally during the day. At the 60+ chapter, we believe in creating a life you love, especially after 60, where not many people and support systems are around. Every story we share is meant to bring hope, knowledge, and tools that help you live better, not just longer. We are here for you and will keep bringing you real stories, practical tips, and trusted advice every day. Don't keep this to yourself. Share this video with someone who needs to listen, or if it simply gave you hope. Please take a moment right now to click subscribe. It costs you nothing, but it means everything to us. It helps us reach more people like you, and it keeps the 60+ chapter channel going strong. Let's grow this beautiful community together.